Hey, eighth grade. So today our Independence Station video is going to be fairly short, but you should continue working on these on your own as your Independence Station continues. So we're doing our benchmark review. This is our nonfiction review because tomorrow we will be taking the first part of the ELA benchmark, which is the research task, which is nonfiction. So we're going to be reading some short passages to help determine author's purpose. And then we're going to write an author's purpose statement in each of these stop and jot boxes with evidence to explain our purpose. Remember that author's purpose is the reason why the author wrote the text. The most common purposes are to inform, to persuade, and to entertain. But those are not the only author's purposes, and if you want to get creative, you are more than welcome. So let's go through about 2 examples together, and then you can go on your own. Rules are very important. They help keep things running smoothly. Rules let you know what you can and cannot do, whether you are playing a game or explaining how to act in class. You should follow rules. They help people get along. So we're going to be thinking about what is the author's purpose of this really short passage. Starting off with just our 3: to inform, to persuade, to entertain. When you're thinking about nonfiction, a lot of times we're going to focus on inform or persuade. We are going to see some fictional short passages, but today, for the most part, we're going to be thinking about nonfiction. This is some nonfiction text. So if we're thinking about inform or persuade, what do you think would be our best answer? I'm going to go with to inform because it's not really trying to get us to do anything. I guess it is asking us telling us we should follow rules, but this is more informing us of why rules are very important. So I'm going to underline this text evidence and write my author's purpose statement. Now remember, with an author's purpose statement, you're not just writing the author's purpose is to inform. You're telling exactly what it is they're informing about. So the author's purpose is to inform readers about the importance of following rules. That's my evidence right here. Now, if you thought it was to persuade people to follow rules, another option could be that. If you want to say that the author's purpose that would be our best evidence over here. You should follow rules. Whereas if our purpose is to inform, our best evidence is the first sentence. Rules are very important. If you were writing an essay about this, either one of those answers would be correct as long as you chose the correct evidence and explained it. Let's try one more. Do you want to be an artist? Just enroll in the Awesome Artists program. Don't let this opportunity or your talent slip away. We guarantee you'll be painting like the masters in 2 weeks for a low cost of $59.95. So what do we think the author's purpose is in this passage? This one's pretty clear. Good, so our author's purpose is to persuade. How do we know that our author's purpose is to persuade here? Because it's trying to get us to buy something, right? This last sentence, we guarantee you'll be painting like the masters in 2 weeks for a low cost of $59.95. They want us to buy this product to help us paint better. So the author's purpose is to persuade the reader to buy the Awesome Artists program. So that one's pretty straightforward because it is something trying to get us to buy something, which is almost always persuade. Whenever it's an advertisement, a commercial, it's almost always going to be persuade. So what we have, again, are some more texts that are very short and are going to have either one of our 3 to inform, to persuade, or entertain purposes, or once again, if you'd like to get a little creative and try and branch out from there, you're more than welcome. But make sure that when you're writing these, you're not just writing to inform, to persuade, to entertain. You're actually creating an author's purpose statement telling us what, to persuade us of what, to inform us of what, to entertain us about what. And underlining the appropriate evidence. A lot of these are going to have a lot of good evidence in it, but try and pick what you think is the strongest evidence. So what I want you to do now is, before you come up front, you should have all of these boxes filled in. So I'm going to read through them and then have you go ahead and do them on your own. Florida is a state in the southern United States. The capital is Tallahassee. The state flower is the orange blossom. The state bird is the mockingbird. Florida became the 27th state in 1845. The state tree is the sabal palm. There are many beaches and cities in Florida. So I want you to go ahead. What is the author's purpose? Create your author's purpose statement and underline what you think is your best evidence to support your answer. Animals are divided into categories. They are groups according to things they have in common. One category is birds. All birds have feathers. They are warm-blooded. Birds lay eggs and they have wings. Most birds fly, but there are some that do not. So once again, I want you to write your author's purpose statement and underline the best evidence to support your answer. I'm going to take a look. Sorry. The food group pyramid tells us how to eat healthy. It shows how food is divided into 6 groups. It is important to eat foods that belong to each group every day. The pyramid helps show how much of each you should eat. Go ahead and write your author's purpose statement and underline your best supporting evidence. I walked up to my house when I saw balloons on the front porch, so I walked faster and went inside the house. All of a sudden I heard surprise, and all my friends jumped out with presents in their hands. My birthday wasn't until next week, so I was really surprised and happy. Again, write your author's purpose statement and underline your best evidence. What you learn in school will help you later in life. It will also help you get a job. If you work hard in school and make good grades, you may be able to go to college and have a career. Write your author's purpose statement and underline your strongest supporting evidence. And our last one. Volunteering is a very rewarding experience. There are many ways you can volunteer. For example, you can help clean up a playground. Volunteering benefits other people and will also make you feel good about yourself. Write your author's purpose statement. Underline your best evidence to support. Once you've finished all of your author's purpose statements, underlining all of your best evidence, start thinking about the author's purpose for some of these in particular and how authors are presenting information or how it's different and similar from different purposes. Then we're going to come up front and continue practicing, or we'll be finished up with class. All right. Have a good one.